Hello, fight fans. Seattle Mike Fights with Friends. Hope everybody's doing well. I barely made it back. I made it back for you guys last night. I was at Bellator 283. Great time. Great time, great fights. Obviously, if you watched it, you know that the main event wasn't the most entertaining. But, you know, that didn't take away from the rest of the card. Besides that, it was great from the prelims to the live event. And I will tell you guys, in my opinion, Bellator puts on a better live card than UFC. That's right, I said it. I enjoyed Bellator's card last night even more than I did the last UFC card I went to, which was UFC Boise. The production value it's better. Maybe because it's been a while since I've been to a fight, but a lot of the fights, you know, a lot of the fans seem to be more knowledgeable. And it was just a really good time. The venue was great. Of course, that always helps. Oh, wow. Jones and Klein here. And Ludovic Klein just freaking rocked Jones. Jones on the ground. Klein landing a crap ton of elbows here. Man, they did not waste any time getting into the main card here, did they? I thought it might be a minute. What's up, PR? Man, I'm losing bets left and right. What's up, Robert Kerrigan in the house? Yeah, I ended up not making any bets this whole week. And, you know, I kind of wish I would have. Well, to be honest, I would have went 1-1 last night because I really thought Romero Cotton had a good chance. I thought it was, you know, the fact that he was 2.5 to 1 underdog. I didn't think that was fair. I thought he had a lot better chance than that. He did not end up pulling it off. Don't ask me how that fight went down because me and my friend, it was the last fight in the prelims. We went down to grab a beer and some food, and we ended up in line for 45 minutes and missed the entire fight. I'm not usually one to do that, but there was such long lines and he wanted to go, and I was like, shit, dude, it's 6 o'clock and I had not eaten since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon the day before. So yeah, I was starving. Paul Craig's chances? I mean, I don't know, he's always got a chance. I certainly don't favor him today. But, I mean, the guy's got the slickest submissions, I would say, in the division. So, certainly don't count him out. Ludovic, Klein, and Jones. I'm going to get the metadata up there for this one, just in case this goes to a third round. But Ludovic Klein looks like might be about to finish this thing. Turn around for the guillotine choke. And speaking of guillotine chokes, I've noticed a huge new pattern in MMA. It was on display last night. I believe it was 2 guillotine chokes. But we'll talk about it here in a minute, where I think the guillotine might be coming back because of some modifications that some hard-working, brilliant submission artists have been adding to, you know, that long-known submission. Oh, Jones is dying here. He looks like hell. Oh, and he turns Klein around, lands a knee to the body, though. 150 left here in the second. Oh. It's round 2, 140. For those that are just tuning in, I did not have my metadata up quite yet, because I said I was just getting home. Had to feed the animals, had to take care of make sure my animals don't die on me, and they miss me. They wanted a couple minutes of attention. Mason Jones and Ludovic Klein. We'll go over some results of the early prelims here in a moment. Get your guys' thoughts on that, because I didn't watch them, so my thoughts will not be very valuable. Oh, beautiful body kick there from Jones. Oh, and a flying knee with 45 seconds left in the second. Oh, man, and Klein seems to have gassed himself out. Look at this. Oh, beautiful Uchimata attempt there from Jones, but Klein lands on him. Jones couldn't quite finish that Uchimata, and Klein lands on top of him. Back to their feet here with 20 seconds left. What's up, Josiah? Yes, this is the first fight of the main card, man. I can't believe they started this quickly, though. Main card start time here was 12, and it's 12:10, and they're already 2 rounds in. Talk about not giving us time to grab our popcorn. I thought, I would have a minute when it started. Let's go to the chats here. Good to see you, Josiah. I got Jordan beating Patty, says P. A lot of people are picking Jordan. I'm actually picking Patty. I think a little bit of the UFC jitters are going to be out. This is his second time in London. I know he's a little restless. He's exciting. I definitely think that can go either way. I would have those odds at closer to even instead of having Patty a big favorite. But I also think, that Patty's maybe a little bit better than some of his hardcores. I had thought. You go back to his Cage Warrior days and some of the things he's done. I like the fact that he's a submission guy, but he's the guy that hits people and hurts them to set up the submission. And that's exciting. Win or lose, hey, that guy's exciting. I know it's easy to hate on him. Good left hand there from Klein. Good 1-2 from Jones. Good 1-2 there from Klein. I didn't see the first round of this, but this is a back and forth battle here at lightweight between Mason Jones and Ludovic Klein. You see the live odds, plus 105 for Jones, minus 140 for Klein, so almost even. I'm assuming Vegas thinks this is a round apiece. Nice elbow in the clinch there from Jones. Oh, big slam there from Klein. He's going to go down inside the dangerous guard of Mason Jones. So you could see was throwing up that high guard a couple of times already, kind of maybe fishing for an armbar there. Klein seems to be very aware of that, though, and gets inside the guard of Jones and settles down here. Jones staying busy on the bottom here, though. I hope these judges are watching this. It's like, yes, Klein got the takedown, but Jones is doing all the action here. He's throwing his legs up. He's looking for attempts. He's landing the only strikes. There's an elbow there from Klein. But just what Jones did right there, that nullifies the takedown and supposed, dominant position for me. Nice up kick there from Jones. And speaking of nice up kicks, oh, geez, I don't know if you guys seen the up kick that was almost a knockout last night. Douglas Lima cracked Jason Jackson. Is that the fight I was thinking of that happening? Yes. A lot of fights last night. 12 fights there at the Bellator card. But yeah, almost knocked him out. Jason Jackson looked like he might have went out for a second and came back. Nice short elbow there from Klein. Love Patty the Batty, don't get me wrong. I'll agree, PR. I've been following Jordan's career since amateurs. So my dark horse in the division. Yeah, he's fun to watch, but definitely hype right now. When they announced the fight for both, if Paddy was fighting anyone else, I would bet on him. The Monkey King's got sick moves on the ground. Yeah, that's for a 12-12 contract, and that's why I'm being, you could say I'm being kind of easy on this kid, on Paddy, because, you know, I know a lot of people are jealous of him because he's getting all this hype, he's getting all this. The dude's also getting 12-12. He's making the UFC a lot of money, and he's getting $12,000 to show up and to run his entire training camp. If he loses, he literally loses a lot of money, because I guarantee you he's spending more than $12,000 to get that camp going. Now, I don't know what he's got for himself as far as, as far as endorsement deals and things like that. I know he's making more than just that $12,000. UFC flies him over when he fights outside of London. Of course, tonight, he's in country. And Levitt Klein, possibly working on a rear naked choke here, looking to get hooks in. Jones is going to stand up and take his chances with the backpack here. He decides to jump off. So, yeah, it looked like Mason Jones was about to slam backwards, which is almost risky. But Klein square and Jones up against the fence. It looks like Jones was just looking at the clock there. I know he's tired. He was tired in the last round. Good knee to the body there from Klein. Oh, good uppercut there from Jones. Mason Jones, he's exhausted, but the dude's got heart. Keeps looking up at the clock, and then he'll land something. Flying knee there from Jones, and a straight right. Jones trying to pull out this round here. This is good. I think this is a close round. Nice inside leg kick there from Klein. Oh, good defense there from Klein. Left hook lands there, though, for Jones. And a nice left hand for Klein. Oh, good left hook for Jones. Klein answers with one of his own. Good fight. Good close fight there. Paddy got a 7-figure deal from Barstool. He has said already. Oh, what? 7 figures? So $1 million deal? Wow. All right. I stand corrected. I mean, but, he went out there and got that on his own. That's not something the UFC paid him to do. I'm happy for fighters. When they go out there, if they want to go out there and get those kinds of deals, look at that jump kick there from Klein. That's something we don't see real often. I love that. It might not be the most effective. It didn't look like it came close to knocking Jones out or anything, but just looks like a video game. He's flying through the air. Looks like he's going for the fly knee. The foot comes up, kicks him right in the face. Beautiful technique. They're selling merch, Paddy the Batty wigs that are selling out like crazy. Oh, damn. All right. Well, I stand corrected, but, yeah. I'm happy for the kid. I understand some of the hate because it's like people feel like he just jumped right in front of everybody. But Anderson Silva did the same thing when he came from Cage Rage. Anderson Silva and Levitt Klein gets the unanimous decision here. It did seem like he probably pulled out that third round. Mason Jones leaving quickly. He's seems to be not happy. But good fight there. Yeah, they got into... Oh, that was the last... Okay, apparently that was the last fight of the prelims that went over at 12:18. That's why it's such a late start. Okay, that's why it was such a quick start to the main card. I was just walking in. Paul Craig and Volkan... Oh, this is a card, guys. This is a card. I'm going to bring up this entire card so I can get your guys' thoughts on this. Because when they come to London, at least for the main card, they come stacked. They come full-fledged, guns blazing. And they need to, because of what Bellator came out with last night. I don't know how many of you guys watched Bellator. Like I said, I was there live. I can't vouch for the main event because it was just not entertaining. But everything before that, it was an absolutely stunning card. They did a great job on Showtime last night. David Portnoy walked onto the stage with him wearing wig during ceremonial weigh-ins. Oh, nice. Hey, I mean, you know, the UFC needs some more star power. And if it's Paddy the Baddy, they definitely need somebody from over in that part of the world, Ireland, England. I was dying laughing. Make your money, boy. Hey, yeah, exactly. And I like what he's doing a lot more than, like, say, what Sean O'Malley's doing, which just is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, including myself. But it just seems like he's having fun. All right, guys. Paul Craig. I didn't put up any polls this week, so give me your thoughts on what's going on in these fights. Paul Craig and Volkan Ozdemir. Here at light heavyweight, Volkan Ozdemir, of course. I mean, he's been in there with the best of the best. Paul Craig, he's really been climbing, though, coming off of some great wins. I'm going to lean towards Volkan in this one. Craig could definitely pull off an upset, but I think Volkan can take it, especially if he keeps it standing. Paul Craig isn't the greatest wrestler. He's a guy that gets wrestlers in submissions, though. That's what I would say. Hannah, Goldie, and Molly Mccann. All right, for those that are betting out there in DraftKings world or wherever it is that you're betting, this plus 370 on Hannah Goldie, I favor Molly, but that's an overblown stat. Hannah Goldie should not be a 4-1 underdog to Molly McMahon. Molly McMahon, minus 460. Yes, she's coming off the best performance of her career. But Hannah's no slouch. I think she can definitely make this interesting. The problem with her getting a victory, and I know I've said this about these London cards in the past, the English cards in the past, and maybe rubbed a few people the wrong way, but it can be hard to get these decisions over these UK guys at home. And Hannah Gold, she is 4-2 when it comes to decisions. She's got one knockout and one submission. She came off Dana White Contender Series in 2019. She got that one, then came into the UFC losing 2 in a row to Miranda Granger and Diana Belbita. She submitted Emily Whitmore, though, in her last fight last September. 4 minutes, 17 seconds of the first round. That was on the Ryan Spann, Anthony Smith fight night. For those that remember, I barely remember. I'm checking notes right now if you're wondering I'm cheating. But yeah, like I said, I favor Molly, but Hannah could get it done. What's up, Eddie? Good to see you, man. How you doing? Paul Craig, the man. Easy win. Oh, wow. Hey, there you go. Eddie Alvarez, I think you probably know more about this match than I did. I really didn't study these matchups much this week because I was getting ready. I said I was in Tacoma for the Bellator card last night. Whole card one-sided. For the most part, Gustafsson and Nikita Krylov. This one's going to be interesting because Gustafsson, he's coming back to light heavyweight. He's a plus 180. He's almost a 2-1 underdog. Nikita Krylov minus 210. It's like, yeah, Nikita has done well lately. They may be overselling the downfall of Alexander Gustafsson. It depends on how motivated he is, I guess, in coming back, because you never know what Gustafsson you're going to get. You never know if maybe he wants to be motivated, and I think fighters at a certain point, it's like you want to be motivated, but you just don't, you're just not at that level anymore. Like, you're good, and you're losing something that's, it's so small, it's hard to see in training. But then a lot of times it comes out glaring inside of the octagon. Grady, only Americans to win so far are those who fought non-British fighters. Krylov all day in this one. Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Krylov, but I mean, I definitely think Gustafsson, you know, if he can come back to anywhere near his, you know, former prime, I think he beats up Krylov. But, you know, probably it's not going to happen. Jordan Levitt and Paddy Pimblett, we already talked about that one a little bit. Robert was talking about the Monkey King, Jordan Levitt. Thinking, you know, that he has a pretty good shot, and, you know, maybe he does. Maybe he does. He's a 2-1 favorite, plus 205. I talked about Paddy Pimblett. He's got a lot of height behind him, which brings a lot of pressure. And I think he really, I think it really showed that pressure, and especially his first fight, his first couple fights in the UFC. His first fight, it really showed. Now, Jordan Levitt, I know, Robert, you're thinking the Monkey King is going to get this pulled off tonight. I am going to disagree on this one, even though he's 10-1. Levitt's he's only got one knockout, and he's got a lot of his victories. He's got the other six finishes he has in 10 wins are all by submission. Like I said, he only has the one loss. So he's 3-1 when it goes to decision. He's never been finished, so maybe he does come off with the decision. He has been in the UFC for a minute here. Only one fight in the LFA before getting a shot on Dana White Contender Series. Got a first round submission arm triangle choke over Jose Flores. Then he's won 4 in a row in the UFC. So if you count Dana White Contender, or excuse me, he lost 1 here. He beat Matt Sales and Trey Ogden in his last 2 fights. He lost to Claudio Puelles. Unanimous decision in June of 2021. That was his second fight in the UFC, or third, if you want to count Contender Series. A lot of people might remember, and I just remember it now that I looked at it. December of 2020, he knocked out Matt Wyman, first official UFC opponent, 22-second slam. 22 seconds into the first round, picks him up and slams him, and gets it's been his only KO in the UFC, or in his career, and he got it in the UFC with that spectacular slam. So, man, Paddy Pimblett is definitely, he's not going to have an easy night tonight. That much I realize. Somebody hype train ending today. Oh, I see. Robert says, of course, I've got Meatball winning. I also got Curtis Blaydes beating up Jack. Or beating up... that's going to be a tough one. Or you mean Chris Curtis? Chris Curtis fighting Jack Hermanson. This is a big step up for Chris Curtis. It really shows you what some confidence does. Because I know a lot of us on here had followed Chris Curtis's career. You know, I know him personally because just from being friends with Sam Alvey. He's training camp with Sam. He's actually living on Sam's couch there for a little while. But, you know, had his stint in PFL, ended up losing in the tournament, got called back when he went to the buffet line. He actually retired. Chris Curtis, for those that don't know the story or remember it, Chris Curtis had lost in the PFL $1 million tournament, or the semifinal tournament where you can fight several times in a night. So he's at the buffet line. He's just retired. And, God, who's the main guy over there in PFL? The main notable guy. I cannot think of him right now. Anyways, goes up to Chris Curtis. He says, hey, put the food down. Do you want to fight? Because we just had somebody go out. I think it was Magomed Karimov. Was pulled from the fight. And he says, yeah, I'll go out there. Unfortunately, went out there and got beat up pretty good. Need to have Chris Curtis on the channel. Yeah, I've thought about that. I should. I'll reach out to him, see if he's interested. And then the main card, Tom overhyped Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. I got Curtis Blaydes winning this one. If you can bet, I'm going to tell you guys, bet on Blaydes. You get Blaydes at plus 120 underdog. I think that's a steal. If Aspinall gets it done, I will admit, I will say, hey, he is the real deal. If he beats Curtis Blaydes, especially if he beats him impressively, put his name at the head of the line for getting a title shot. He is right in there for, with the winner possibly of like Jones and Stipe. Because Curtis Blaydes, I believe, can beat anybody in the division outside of Francis Ngannou. And Francis is kind of shown to have his number. He's taken him out twice now. The monkey girl is acting like she's about to run through Patty, but she's not. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday, Greg. I agree, Eddie. Blaydes easy money. I mean, I think Tom Aspinall is good. People forget how fucking good Curtis Blaydes is. Curtis Blaydes is fucking good. He's one of the best heavyweights, not just fighting right now. He's one of the best heavyweights to ever fight in MMA. I'm going to say that right now, that he matches up well with anybody that's ever fought in the sport. I think he beats Cain Velasquez. And I think he beats Cain Velasquez in his prime, because I think he matches up with him really well. Greg in the house. I think Curtis will be champ. Yeah, it depends on what happens with Ngannou and stuff. I mean, Ngannou seems to have his number. It's pretty hard to get a third shot in the UFC, but, I mean, we know what happens. Especially, I mean, if you're the top guy. If he was to fight the winner of Stipe and Jones and beat them, I mean, anybody does that. That's an obvious shot right there. You can't deny it. All right, Paul Craig and Volkan Ozdemir coming up here. Striking is most improved out of all the heavyweights. Made leaps and bounds over the last few fights. Yes, he has. Oh, damn. Eddie Alvarez in the house, too. Yep. Blaydes throwing hands lately. Blaydes boxing has gotten really good. Yeah, no, it really has. And I cashed in on his fight against Chris Daukaus. I bet $250 on him by knockout. And I mean, I was very confident. As I told you guys, I was very confident he's going to get the knockout there. And he did fairly easily. I say I want live betting, to be able to bet on my computer live. I also know that I could quite possibly get myself in a lot of trouble if that was the case. But I would probably be betting on every single card. Striking Curtis on top of the world-class wrestling. I see him making another run in the title soon. I agree, Robert. God, I wish you could just call one a bet. I'm tempted to go to one of these sites that... Anybody bet anywhere at any of the the off-seas ones, like, you know, overseas, like, oh, what's it called? There's betonsports.ag. The problem with the overseas ones, though, that I don't want to pay is it's like you're already, the house is already has an advantage over you, and then you go into the situation to bet, and if you want to withdraw your money, you have to pay the wire fee to get your money back, or at least that's how it was when I did it years back. Paul Craig, 2 years older at 34, an inch and a half taller at 6'3.5". He'll have a 1-inch reach advantage at 76 inches. Volkan coming in the -150 favorite for this one. So pretty close odds. They should allow Craig to fight with his war paint. That would be a mess. So I don't use overseas gambling sites. They fook you. Yeah. All right. Out of the blue corner, a -150 favorite out of Fribourg, Switzerland. 17 wins against 6 losses as a professional. The number 9th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Volkan Ozdemir. See, they're setting up for another classic Derek Lewis knockout next weekend. Who is he fighting next weekend? I forget now. It's somebody that he should beat, though. Wow, listen to the crowd on this guy. A +130 underdog representing Coatbridge, Scotland. 16 wins against 4 losses and 1 draw. The number 8th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Paul Craig. Paul Craig is looking right through Bruce Buffer right now to Volkan Ozdemir. Look at him moving to the sides of Bruce Buffer to make sure that Bruce is not in the line of sight. Volkan just kind of looking down. Paul Craig looks like a man possessed right now. I noticed they didn't have like the old school stare down though. Bruce Buffer was in front of him. How long is that going on? Have I just missed that? Paul Craig looks ready to go. He looks scary focused right now, and we'll see if that turns into nerves or the right result. Good leg kick from Ozdemir early, backing Craig up into the fence. Early body kick from Craig. He immediately shoots. Ozdemir collapses on top of him. Craig's like, oh, you want to do that? I'll pull you in. Ozdemir says, nope, changed my mind. He's going to get back up and land a knee to the body. And look at Craig grabbing the hands and legs of Ozdemir, just doing everything he can to drag him to the ground. Now grabbing the body here of Ozdemir. Paul Craig, I mean, like I said when we were breaking it down, he doesn't have the best wrestling, but look, man, he is good at getting guys down. He's got Ozdemir down. He's got a leg lock. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Paul Craig set that up from standing. This is a dangerous man. Ozdemir is in some trouble here. Ozdemir steps over. But Craig is still not going with that leg. He's working on the ankle lock. Ozdemir sits over. Doesn't look like he's in danger now. But Craig he started that submission from standing. You're not safe walking with this guy around. He's working it. He's got that deeper. Oh, Ozdemir just turned the wrong way. He might be in trouble now. Oh, nope. And Ozdemir starts to escape, and he is up. Barely. Well, Ozdemir knows Craig does not want to stand with him now. Low leg kick from Ozdemir. Craig immediately runs in. Ozdemir comes over on top. Craig says, fine, I'll pull guard. He is so confident in his submissions. Oh, a couple of good shots there from Ozdemir. Ozdemir looking to give Paul Craig the Ilya Topuria treatment. Remember when Ryan Hall was going for that heel hook from standing, and Ilya Topuria just stood over him and sent him into another dimension. Ozdemir working shots to the body there, but you can tell he doesn't, he doesn't want to go too far into that guard, and, smart on him. There's some good ground and pound here from Volkan. And Volkan on top, working in the dangerous guard of Craig. He's going to decide to get up again. Good jab there from Volkan. Craig just not striking at all tonight. He throws a jab out there, but and there he shoots. See, he shoots and then he pulls guard. Oh, he ate 3 big elbows going for that single leg there on Volkan. He's taking a lot of punishment. With some of these takedown attempts. And back to standing now with 1:20 left in the first. Good leg kick check there from Craig, but he's got some blood coming off the right side of his forehead. Could end up going into the eye. Oh, good front kick to the body from Craig. And a good outside thigh kick. I think he's got to stand and mix it up a little bit. Oh! Big right hand from Ozdemir. And Ozdemir lands a right hand as Craig is down. And I'm not sure how much of that was Ozdemir floored him and how much of it was Craig wanted to go down. Yeah, and he's just flopping now. Honestly, I kind of feel like that should be a penalty. I don't know what you do in MMA. I think we do have to. You just have to restructure the entire scoring before you can penalize some of these things. But I just found out recently that ONE FC has brought back the yellow card. I'm a big fan of the yellow card. They had that in Pride. I think it keeps things more exciting. Good outside leg kick there from Volkan. Oh, nice left uppercut from Craig. And a good left hook. Head kick, Paul Craig. Right on the tip. Oh, and a left hand. Ozdemir lands a 3-punch combo. Great end of the round. Very interesting first round for both guys. What's up, New Britain Paulie? Old tired of the party. What's up? Hey. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I'm just here enjoying some fights with my friends. Had a quick trip over to Tacoma last night. Well, usually a quick trip. That hour-and-a-half trip became about 3 hours. A little over 3 hours yesterday because of some traffic issues. But got there yesterday, watched a great Bellator 283 card, and got back here in time to start the main UFC card. Good traffic this morning. It was only about an hour and 20 minutes. Let's go, guys. Submission attempts are intense. Yes, they are, Robert. This is Paulie in the house. All right, guys, 19 watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. If there is somebody watching that you aren't subscribed, I'd like to invite you to subscribe. We got a pretty tight-knit group of fans here, and we pretty much all hang out and watch fights every weekend together. Good kick to the body there from Craig. Ozdemir just throws Craig to the ground, though. He's like, I'll let you down there. I'll throw you down there, but I'm not going to go down there with you. Smart game plan here by Volkan. 30 seconds here into the second. Big right hand on the chin for Craig. And this is what he needs to do. He needs to get some success standing. So Volkan's, so that's that the takedown's not the only thing he's worried about. A couple of good leg kicks there from Volkan, straight right from Craig. Craig answers with a nice low leg kick and a body kick. Now he shoots. That's a deep double leg. Volkan, he's going to sit right over on him and then get right back up. Good left hook there from Craig, though. 1-2 and a body kick. Paul Craig's got a tremendous amount of energy too. Good right hook to the body. And there's another double leg. And Volkan again just pops right on top of him, landing some ground and pound here. Nice shots to the head and then the body. And he's been pretty successful at just getting in and out and avoiding the submission attempts so far of Paul Craig. What's up, PBR Street Gang in the house with the super chat? Says, hey, Mike, hello to Owen Chad. Hey, what's up, PBR? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the cheese, brother. Oh, big shots from Craig as they're standing up. Oh, they exchange big left hooks there. PBR Street Game coming through. The first super chat of the night. Thank you, sir. And Craig's going to shoot again here. Oh, nice spinning kick to the body from Craig. Outside leg kick there from Ozdemir. It's going to be interesting to see how judges score these rounds. Because that's a takedown really for Volkan. Craig went for the double leg and Ozdemir just collapsed on him. Because Craig, as much as he wants to get this to the ground, he doesn't have tremendous wrestling. Yo, PBR, take 10% of purse for every card given. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, including the BJJ, they're going to be doing it. Yes, we're going to talk about that more. ONE FC coming to Amazon Prime, also on YouTube. Guys, they are putting together what I am calling the greatest mixed martial arts experience probably ever, because it's going to include several MMA bouts. It's going to have kickboxing bouts. It's going to have straight BJJ matches. They actually have belts for BJJ now. Nice left hand there from Craig. And yeah, if you haven't seen that podcast or listened to it with Mike Musesi on Joe Rogan, that was a good podcast. Good left hook there from Craig. Good right hand from Volkan. And these guys are as evenly matched right now as the odds maker said. An exchange of left hands there. Nice straight right from Ozdemir. Oh, good 1-2 there from Paul. And good left hook. Oh, and there's a left hook from Paul. Spinning elbow from Paul. Straight right from Ozdemir. I had Volkan winning the first round. I think Craig's winning this round so far. Good exchange of left hands. Front kick to the body there from Paul. Takedown defensive Ozdemir. You see 10 for 10 tonight. Oh, nice left hook and a right hand around the temple. Combination there from Ozdemir. Floors Craig. Paul Craig is hurt. Big left hook there from Ozdemir. Craig's got to be very careful here. Ozdemir realizes he's still got to be careful, though. He's like, yeah, I don't want to come on the ground with you. He's like, get up, big boy. I'm ready to finish this thing. And Craig probably needs to buy some time here. Nice straight right there from Paul, but he's on weary legs. Eats a big overhand right. And Craig going for the takedown again. Ozdemir again collapsing on him. Landing a couple of good ground and pound shot bits. But, Paul Craig might have bought him some time to get into the third round. A round I thought he was winning. I thought Ozdemir came back and took it, rocking him there. I have Volkan Ozdemir winning this fight. 20-18. It's wrong on the date. First ONE FC Amazon Prime premieres. It's September 30th, not July. All right, good to know. Good to know, Robert. I don't know if I've ever done a ONE FC card. What did I do? One? I don't know if I've ever done one because it's always when I'm at work. It's not like a crazy time, but I got an employee now. I'll just have him work and organize around it, so he can merch. That way I can do some of these one cards. Sounds like an awesome fight. I'm gonna have to watch this one later outside grilling some broads. Oh, nice. So UFC gave Yellow cards for stalling. Oh, me too, man. Me too. So, Robert, did you watch the Kyle Nelson, or anybody wants the Kyle Nelson fight earlier? He is, of course, a friend of the channel, which makes him uncuttable. If you've been on Fights with Friends, they will not cut you. Ask Sam Alvey. He hasn't won 8 fights. They won't cut him just because he's been on the show. No. Kyle Nelson, of course, he was on the show years back. But one of our mutual friends just told me that they said he got robbed. I think he got robbed in the bout. I did not watch the fight, so I'd like to know. Good body kick there from Craig. Good overhand right from Ozdemir. Who did you think won? Was it controversial? Oh, big overhand right, left uppercut and a body kick there from Ozdemir. Oh, big shots of Ozdemir. Craig is hurt. Craig is hurt bad. And going for the armbar, but Ozdemir's going to pull out. He's been very, very leery of those submission attempts. And you see that Ozdemir waiting. Craig is able to use that as a threat because Ozdemir was waiting to rush him as he stood up. Craig's like, I'll just lay back down. Come on in here. Good front kick to the body there from Craig. Oh, nice right hand from Ozdemir. And a good low leg kick from Volkan. Volkan getting on the bicycle a little bit here. I think he probably knows he's up 2-0. Good leg kick check from Volkan. 1-2 from Craig. Craig is going to shoot again. Ozdemir, he just hits him with 4 little left hooks in a row. He's like, okay, well, I'll just sit right back down on you again then. We can just do this all day. He's like, I realize the patterns, though. I'm not going to give you anything to submit me on. I don't think Paul Craig's going to come back and win this fight. I just don't. What's up, Yub Johnson? It's the main card, dude. This is the first fight of the main card right now. And standing back up, where Volkan has been extremely successful. Rocked Craig several times in the last 2 rounds. And the crowd now chanting for Paul Craig, trying to give him a little bit of extra adrenaline there. Good left hand there from Ozdemir. But not only did Craig lose the first 2 rounds, I think he expended a tremendous amount of energy in how he was relentlessly going for those takedowns without the greatest technique. And oh, nice right hook there for Craig. I really think that Paul probably should have stood more early, but he obviously respected the hands of Ozdemir. Low leg kick there from Volkan. And the jab immediately goes for the double. Does Craig. When Craig gets up, Ozdemir hits him with a left hook. Craig taunting Ozdemir, says, I'm right here. Volkan says, you can taunt all you want. I'm beating your ass. You talk with your mouth, I'll talk with my fists. Oh, good spinning kick to the body there from Craig. Left hand from Ozdemir. But Ozdemir is just like, I'm not going to play your game. I'm not going to give you what you want. And Craig's, trying to call him in. But, oh, spinning elbow attempt there from Craig. And Ozdemir goes to the takedown. And he just took him down just to show him he could. He's just like, I can do this, but I'm going to stand right back up. And he does. Craig's got to be extremely frustrated by that. Nice left hand there from Volkan. Oh, good right hand from Craig. No, but in that little exchange, Volkan, he won the shit-talking war without opening his mouth. He's like, I'm going to throw you down to the ground. I'm just going to stand back up just because I can take you down. Nice right uppercut there from Craig. Oh, and a good 1-2 from Paul. Front kick to the body from Paul. Right hand and a body kick. Left hand from Craig. Volkan wakes up, lands a left hand of his own. But, yeah, Craig needs a finish here. I think Ozdemir knows it. Good body kick there from Craig. Now Craig looking for that leg. Ozdemir's like, dude, we played this game the entire first round, and I'm figuring it out. They're going to stand him up here for the last 15. Oh, nice left hook there from Volkan. Oh, good combination from Ozdemir. And a left hand. And a brilliant game plan tonight from Volkan Ozdemir. I have him winning every round, 30-27. And, you know, valiant effort from Paul Craig. But it's obvious there's really some things that he's got to work on if he wants to fight at this level, including game planning. Because that was just really not a good game plan tonight at all. Gordon Ryan and Craig Jones also fighting in 1FC as well. Excited for this chapter in MMA. Me too, man. 1FC sending the right people to make this BJJ thing really finally make an impact in America. It's got to be exciting. That's why I like the yellow cards. That's a good part of it. And I really like the way Chael Sonnen's Underground does it, where they really keep the action going. And the overtime is unbelievable. It's an incredible idea, seemingly stolen from a video game, honestly, like those old training rounds. But what they'll do is you have 2 minutes. If you go to overtime, one fighter gets a dominant position. They get to choose from a couple of dominant positions, and the other fighter has to try to fight their way out. When they escape, the clock ends and they switch. The other guy gets a chance. If they get the submission, like say they get it in 1 minute and 6 seconds, the other fighter's got to come back and get a submission quicker than that. All three, 30-27 for Volkan Ozdemir. Eddie Bravo, Combat Jiu-Jitsu is pretty fast-paced as well. I'm going to have to check that out. Is it on Fight Pass, Robert? I haven't even logged on to Fight Pass in a while. No, I paid $10 for it. And Michael Bisping's going to interview the Russian Luke Kumo now. 18-6, successfully defended all 15 takedown attempts. His face kind of looks like Luke Kumo. But it is on Fight Pass. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of them. All right. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people seen that fight being really dominant in favor of Volkan Ozdemir, but just game planning, in my opinion. That one all came down to game planning. All right, up next, the meatball. Molly Mccann taking on Hannah Goldie. And as I mentioned earlier, Molly, a big favorite coming into this. Dave Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, in the crowd there. Leon Edwards. JoJo. Recently retired, one of the greatest female fighters of all time, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Enjoying the fights. And I'll tell you, last night at Bellator, I always enjoy doing this, so don't ever think anything I say. Don't ever let it make you think anything else. But I can see why Joe Rogan would just want to sit one time and live when he was there in Texas to watch a card. You got Joanna and Leon just watching the cards. And that was my games plan last night. I went into Bellator. It's like I knew Bellator was in town and they're in Tacoma. It's like, I could possibly get a press pass. I could go in and do some work. I could talk to some fighters and stuff if I cleared up enough of my schedule. I'd probably had to hire out some labor and stuff, but I probably could have gotten in there, caught you know, a little inside you know, discussion with some of the fighters, and probably, you know, with Big John. I've met Big John. I haven't met Maranello, which you know, I would have liked to, but it was nice to just get in there. Got, you know, with an old friend I had from high school. You know, one of my very best friends in the world. I hadn't seen him in like 5 years, so it was fun to just no stress and just kind of sit back and watch the fights and just enjoy it just as a fan. So that was a good time. Some guys actually tapped due to strikes, and I've seen a knockout from the palm strike on Eddie's Combat Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, nice. What's up, Maxime? Not again. Share the mass shitting in Seattle. No. What? I have not heard anything about this. And I was in Tacoma last night. If you let me familiarize myself with what happened real quick. If you guys give me a second. I'll just read through this from the News and Observer. 1 dead, 6 hurt after multiple shots fired in Seattle's suburb, Renton, Washington. So I was about 5 miles from there last night in Tacoma. Jeez, a man was killed and 6 others wounded. Wonder if that's why the traffic was so backed up yesterday. I don't know what time it happened. Oh, it was at 1 a.m., so never mind. In a shooting that broke out early Saturday in the Seattle suburb of Renton. It's actually about 40 miles south of Seattle, but officers found the people who had been wounded in the shooting along with a large agitated crowd after callers told police shortly before 1 a.m. that shots had been fired in the downtown area, the Renton Police Department tweeted. Fire personnel and officers were trying to treat a badly wounded 32-year-old Tacoma man, but the crowd forced them to move him to a more secure location, police said in a statement. The man died. I hope he didn't die because of the crowd there. Sounds like that's quite possible. 6 other people went to hospitals with gunshot injuries, police said. Residents told police they had an argument before the shooting. Police said, but it's unclear what led to the argument. No arrests were made. No arrests were made. I guess they have not found out who the shooter was. Wow. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, it's tragic, Max. Long live my God and Savior, Joe Rogan. He has the body and all the money to live forever. Oh, my God, Robert. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That sucks great. Yeah, we were, you know, that was not far from where we were at. Yeah, that was not fair from where we were at. I'm actually going to message my friend that we were traveling with last night and let him know because I know he'll find that interesting. Unfortunate. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about that, Robert. I'm sorry. Sorry it happened, but yeah, we had a worse shooting. I know they had one in July 3rd here in Seattle, and it's like it's finding its way here. This has been one of the most peaceful cities on you know, in the country for a real long time. Especially as far as like gun violence and things. And hopefully we can get back to that. Molly Mccann, she is a superstar here. They love her. It would be stupid to fight her anywhere but London for this fight. Excuse me. Coming off of that last victory. And making her way into the cage slowly here is Meatball. She'll make her opponent wait a little bit. Former Cage Warriors flyweight champion. One of 5 spinning back elbow knockouts in UFC history. That's not just for women's MMA. That's for all of the UFC. I'm going to grab a quick drink, guys, so I'm not coughing through the next fight. All right. Tail of the tape. Mccann, 2 years older at 32. Both women 5'4". Mccann will have a 1-inch reach advantage at 62 inches. She comes in a huge favorite tonight. I think I'm going to eat meatballs for dinner. Molly inspired me. All right, out of the blue corner, plus 360 underdog out of Orlando, Florida. 6 wins against 2 losses as a professional. Hannah Gold. And she's got a mouthpiece there. I don't know if you noticed, there's a shout out to her kid. Got her kid's name and mom there. Open as a 200 favorite. She's moved up to a minus 450, representing Liverpool, England. With 12 wins and 4 losses, Meatball Molly Mccann. And bottom right-hand corner of your screen, if you're watching, you could see there for a moment they were showing Paddy Pimblett from the locker room watching Molly fight here. Herb Dean, the referee for this one. I know we won't see Jason Herzog tonight. We won't see Frank Trigg because they were both at Bellator in Tacoma last night. We also won't see Keith Peterson. He was also there. Nice straight right there from Hannah Goldie and a low leg kick. An interesting setup at the casino there last night. We were waiting in line for food. A good combination there from Mccann. And there really wasn't anywhere, I guess, for some of the guys to go. Good knee to the body there from Hannah Goldie in her right hand. So Keith Peterson just walks right by like he's, like he's anybody else. Nice one, too, there from Mccann. I don't think anybody really recognized him, but I could tell he didn't want to get recognized probably just coming through. And I told my friend, I'm like, that's Keith Peterson walking by. Good right hand there from Mccann. I felt bad that they didn't have, anywhere else for him to go. He just kind of had to walk by the crowd of people waiting in line for food. Good left hand from Molly. Another good left hand there from Molly and a left hook upstairs. Right hand for Hannah Goldie. Good 1-2 for Mccann. Hannah is going to go for the takedown here. Good balance there for Mccann, bouncing around on one foot. And I'll tell you, the confidence that Molly's had, I think just in like the last 2 fights before this, I think it's made her a 50% better fighter. There's just something about that confidence. And same thing I'll say with another fighter on this card, of course, in Chris Curtis. And I have no idea what's going to happen in that fight with him and Jack Hermanson. I think Robert was saying he thinks Chris Curtis is going to piece him up. Jack's pretty tough. Jack's tough. Curtis seems like a man possessed right now, though. Good knee to the body there from Goldie. She's hanging on Molly here. Bad thing for Hannah. She doesn't have a lot of finishes, and it's pretty hard to get a decision here in the UK against a fan favorite. Good luck with that. And they break and back to the center of the cage. Good exchange there. Both women land. Good left hook there from Molly. Low leg kick. And Goldie, wow, she's really trying to get that takedown. Good right hook from Mccann, though, after bouncing around on one foot again. And a good right hand on the chin from Mccann. Another right hand from Molly. Always looking sharp right now. Those people that bet on her at plus 200 are probably pretty happy right now. And Mccann moving back to orthodox, lands a 1-2 there. A straight right, good right hand, and a left behind it there for Goldie. And Mccann goes for the takedown. She gets it. Oh, and look at Hannah Goldie immediately trying to go for a leg lock from the ground there. Good right hand. There's a spinning elbow and a huge combination from Mccann. Goldie's hurt. She's about to finish it. It's all over. 5 spinning elbow knockouts in the history of the UFC. Anna's got one of them. She lands another one tonight. Oh my, and here she is riding. Who is that? Who is she riding on the table there? She was. Now she hugging fans in the crowd. What a show woman. No matter what you think about Molly Mccann, she has clearly and quickly becoming the biggest show woman in the UFC. I'm going to say that right now. With this performance and this celebration afterwards, what she's been doing up to this, I mean, if the skill can meet the hype and she can get some kind of these performances, what a spinning elbow. And that set up the knockout. And then 4 blistering shots. Wow. What a performance there from Molly Mccann. It was the overhand right set up and then the spinning left elbow. And then her hands were just on fire. Damn. If Hannah Goldie was a pinball machine, Molly Mccann hit all the bumpers, got the free game, and broke the game. Still know who that was she was jumping on cage side. Does anybody know? Drake bet $2.3 million on a parlay. Molly, Patty, and I don't know who he chose for the third Tom, I'm thinking. What a meatball move. I friggin' love it. Fucking love it. Yep, Curtis has been on fire lately. Definitely has. PR says, Molly and girls with that crazy heavy accent give me a they don't wash their hands after using the bathroom vibe. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Just jumped in it. Oh, Dave Portnoy's arms. Thank you. Billy Hughes in the house. What's up, my man? The time bender. Stepping in. I think Dave Portnoy's about to offer Molly a 7-figure deal as well. Jumped into his arms for Christmas 6. Sponsored by Barstools that Portnoy owns. Get the F out of my cage, Yippee-ki-yay. Greg just can't believe that spinning elbow didn't put Goldie out. That was a hard shot. Dude, she would have had 2 of the 5 spinning elbow knockouts in UFC history and only 3 fights if that landed. Well, it did land if it would have put Goldie out. Or Patty. Yeah, Robert was talking about Patty sponsorship earlier. Patty is the co-main event. I think we got one before that. I have the card up here on my phone, or I did. Oh, I did, and then we were looking up that Seattle, that thing that happened near Seattle yesterday. Which might get me demonetized, but yeah, that's life. You can't pretend like life doesn't go on. It's Nikita Krylov and Alexander Gustafsson next. Then Patty and Levitt, and then, excuse me, it's Jack Hermanson and Chris Curtis is the co-main. So 4 more fights still on this main card. Great fighter, even though she doesn't wash her hands. Oh, my God. I think she does. What's up? You have Johnson in the house. You're welcome, sir. 24 up in the live chat. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're hanging out and haven't been subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. It's a great community. We all hang out pretty much every week for these fights and just have a fun, laid-back time. So what's next for Molly? She got the crowd going there. That day gives her a better contract now. Okay. Yeah, I knew Patty. I know you said that Patty was contracted there. Which with 12 and 12 contracts, hey, they got to go out there and get their money. Because UFC not paying those new fighters anymore. Not new, but both of them new to the UFC. Both Cage Warrior champions. Michael Chandler in the crowd. One of the most exciting fighters in the game right now. And they show these basketball players and things. And that's how you know, though, that MMA is dwarfed in popularity by other sports. Which I don't understand it. I understand a little bit of it because I know the violence turns people off. But you're never watching an NBA game or an NFL or baseball game. And they turn and they show, hey, look at the UFC fighters in the crowd. Hey, look, everybody, it's John Jones. Hey, look, everybody, it's Stipe Miocic or it's Anderson Silva. I don't think I've ever seen it. Nope, signed a multi-year deal. She is locked in, happy with her terms. Nice. Be cool to see a fight in the UK. Those fans are always wild. Ever watched their vlog, Molly and Patty? No, I haven't. If it's not on a podcast, I generally don't catch it during the week until the weekend. I might have to though. Yeah, if they have a podcast together, I'll listen to that while I'm working. After listening to podcasts though for 5-6 hours at work, a lot of times I tend to come home and unplug. Or I'll watch something really stupid like I've been watching that. I know it's been around for a long time, but I just got into it. The Trailer Park Boys. It's my stupid obsession. I know the show's stupid, but I can't stop watching it. Well, Patty has a podcast as well. I'll listen to that then. Which was her deal? I hope at least 6 figures. Think MMA still has the stigma of being a blood sport. People don't see the art of martial arts. I agree. Oh, Roach, yes, I watch it sometimes, Billy. Nice. Well, the jiu-jitsu tournaments in 1FC, that could bring some people over. Robert was talking about that earlier. September 30th, 1FC brings what I'm calling the biggest martial arts extravaganza in the history of MMA, in the history of martial arts. Because you're going to have MMA matches, you're going to have kickboxing matches, you're going to have straight-up jiu-jitsu matches. All on the same night, all under the 1FC banner, on Amazon Prime, September 30th. Whatever I have to do, I'll definitely be covering that one because Mike Masecki's going to be fighting on that one. Superstar flyweight that, I mean, he's going to eventually be doing a jiu-jitsu match with Demetrius Johnson. But yeah, his jiu-jitsu is just so next level. And I'm glad we'll get to see everything because I enjoy jiu-jitsu tournaments. I enjoy kickboxing tournaments. And you get everything. Holy jeez, you see this? Some dude just poured like big freaking cups of whiskey for Michael Chandler, Joanna, and Maui there. Oh my God, those were like 3-shot cups. Maui took a big drink of that. I don't think I'd be trusting what random fans are putting in. Thinking, why was in the United States? I guarantee you that person. Well, they might get through. It would be much harder to get a fifth of liquor into the arena. 1FC, BJJ, all weight classes, bantamweight through heavyweight. Well, I got $500K over 2 years with Barstool plus bonuses if they bring in numbers to the betting app. Holy jeez, that's crazy. Sounds like I need to talk to Barstool. They're giving away cash. Yep, Chandler in the house in London. What a true supporter of the sport. Yeah, win or lose, I always like Michael Chandler. I know he has his detractors and haters too, but to come from dominating Bellator for the most part for so long, then coming over and challenging just the best in the UFC. hell of a fighter and athlete. Alexander Gustafsson, Nikita Krylov up next. Billy, I don't think you were in here earlier. Who do you think takes this one? I don't see BJJ ever becoming big at all. Low to no viewers. I mean, if kickboxing didn't go right, and kickboxing is all action. Yeah, I think you're most likely right, Billy. Just Krylov. Krylov is a 2-1 favorite. I lean towards Krylov too. If Gustafsson's motivated, he can make this interesting. But yeah, he's not looked great as of recently. It's a badass fight for free. Yeah, it is, Greg. I mean, there's several fights on these that could co-main or headline main cards. Molly, she's already there. She could co-headline a card. She might not be a headliner yet. She could co-headline. Same with Patty. Patty could headline a fight night at this point, especially in London. But the Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes, this is definitely a pay-per-view quality card. It's right up there with some of the pay-per-views, and obviously there's been some that were worse than this. Did Patty win? Mike Powell. He hasn't fought yet, Brian. He fights after this next fight. What's up, Pulse Resurrected? Good to see you, man. UFC 280 will be so stacked. Sugar Sean, be Peter Yan, now added to the other fights now. Yeah, that's a crazy card. Headlined, they made it official. I think it's going to be headlined by Nick Diaz and Islam Makhachev. I got Blaydes, man. All day, every day. PBR says Jordan. I think Patty's going to leave a lot of people disappointed today. And Jordan Levitt. He could get it done, but I really don't think so. They moved. I might have to look at this. I could be wrong. I know they moved Oliveira and Islam up. Oh, it's not Islam Makhachev. Who is Nate fighting? Who did he just sign to fight? It's not Islam. It's the other big Dagestani fighter. Hamzat Chimaev. Sorry. What's up, Bulls? Have you seen Hassam Rahman Jr.'s highlights? His boxing ability is not as good as his father's. Yeah, I have, Pulse, and he also got cherry-picked, kind of coming off a knockout loss. I don't know if you've seen my interview with Hassam Rahman. I had him on the show. I think it's been about 3 years ago, though. I had him on the show, and he talked about a lot of people not wanting to fight him for a while. Alexander Gustafsson, a plus 175 underdog tonight, 5 years older at 35. 2 inches taller at 6'5". He'll have a 1.5 inch reach advantage. Yeah, Hamzat. Jake Paul picked this matchup. Yes, he did. All right, guys, in the blue corner, representing Stockholm, Sweden. He is a plus 175 underdog. 18 wins and 7 losses, but he is 1-4 as a UFC underdog. Alexander Gustafsson. And out of the red corner, a minus 205 favorite. 27 wins against 9 losses. Presenting the number 11th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Nikita Krylov. Referee will be Mark Goddard. That was an interesting stat they just threw up there. They said 63% of the time in the UFC, the younger fighter has won. I mean, obviously, you'd have to delve into those numbers a little more to see how many mismatches were in there. But especially when it comes to betting, that is a pretty interesting stat. Good low leg kick there from Krylov to start things out. Body kick. Oh, huge right hand from Krylov. Gustafsson had just landed a 3-punch combo, and Krylov floors him with an overhand right. 3 big knees to the head from Krylov in a 5-punch combination. Krylov going nuts. Big body kick, right hand, right uppercut. Nikita Krylov doing everything he can to finish Alexander Gustafsson early. There's a knee to the body, and Gustafsson holding on now. Eats a knee to the body. He weathered a storm. Eats another big right. It is not over. Right hook there from Gustafsson, but Nikita Hurricane Krylov has arrived. And there's a low leg kick from Nikita in the left hand. And Krylov, I think Gustafsson lands another big right hand there. Gustafsson is still hurt. Catches a body kick. Oh, there's a big left hook from Krylov. Gustafsson hurt again. Big combination, and it is all over. Nikita Krylov would not be denied tonight. He went from 0 to 60 at the start of that fight and never slowed down. He ran over Alexander Gustafsson like he was standing still. Wow. He hurt him with that overhand right early, and from there on, it was killer instinct. Lands the left hand. He actually landed that left hand off Gustafsson, catching a body kick. So he's on one leg when he lands it. That's power. And then just pummels him with the ground and pound. Impressive win for Nikita Krylov. Sugar Sean, sponsored by the Nelk Boys and Happy Daddy now. Last fight didn't work out for them. That's why I think Dana is giving him yawn, because he wins it, grows their brand even bigger. Oh, I seen that Dariush and Gomrot at 280. Can't wait for that one, Billy. Damn shame Diaz is so inactive. I know. Comes around like once every couple of years, then disappears again. Yeah, both of the Diaz brothers were kind of like that for a long time. Gusha just retired. He can't compete with the level the sport is at. I agree, Robert. 100%. Damn, that is a hell of a card. I know, that's what I'm saying, Billy. Oh, damn. All right, let's look at that real quick, because I have not looked at the completed card. Let's see what they have up for UFC 280. I know we got 279 first, but oh, that's funny. 278 is listed. 280 is listed. 279 is not yet. All right, official time for Nikita Krylov, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Wow. It's on Fight Island. Boom. Oh, I didn't know they were going back to Fight Island. Nice. I'm glad they're going back there. I mean, not necessarily there, but it's just so damn cool you got an island called Fight Island. All right, well, there's only 3 fights, it looks like, officially on the UFC website for UFC 280. Bilal Muhammad and Sean Brady, Beneil Dariush and Amatas Gomrot, and Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Which is enough right there. But don't use UFC to search my Google search UFC 280. Don't use UFC website. Yeah, it's not the greatest. We got a Tapology. They have the best information from what I've seen. When it comes to events, Tapology is the best. When it comes to when I'm studying fighters and like looking over their record and tendencies and things, it's Sherdog. 27, finished 27 and 28 wins now for Nikita. That is insane. Okay, there they got it. You're right, Billy. I thought Sterling and Dillashaw had been pushed forward, though. Maybe it was pushed forward to 280, though. All right, this is what we got so far according to Tapology. Only use Tapology for records. Next pay-per-view, Nunez versus Pena. Also has tough. Finals for tough. Muhammad Usman, Kimura's brother, and Zach Peg, and Brogan Walter, and Juliana, nicknamed Juju. Yeah, I have not been watching The Ultimate Fighter, but this Tuesday I will be watching Dana White's Contender Series because it's coming back this Tuesday. All right, guys, this is what we got. Amanda Lemos just fought, taking on Marina Rodriguez. Oh, that's a stellar matchup. Then you got Turkigov versus Lucas Almeida. There's Benil Dariush and Madus Gamrat. That's a firefight. Yep, Petr Yan and Sean O'Malley, Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady, Aljamain Sterling, and TJ Dillashaw, and Charles Oliveira defending his belt against Islam Makhachev. All right, Jordan Levitt warming up in the back. That's because Patty the Batty Pimblett and Jordan Levitt are up next. All right, put your predictions out there. I'm going to take Patty. I'm going to take Patty by third round finish. Third round knockout. All right, he is. There's nobody bigger in the UK as far as MMA right now, I don't think, than Patty the Batty Pimblett. An incredible meteoric rise. Of course, for people that have been watching Cage Warriors, they've known about him for a minute. Of course, Nunez versus Pena. I got Nunez, even though... God. You and the corn, Robert. Jesus. Thanks for that visual. But, yeah, I have Nunez, too. And I think a lot of people, after watching Pena, you know, kind of how she's ran her mouth and represented my great state of Washington, probably want to see her get her ass kicked. She's definitely embraced the villain role. Starting with a strange interview and podcast on Joe Rogan where she just kind of went dark. And, yeah, that's what villains do. I love corn and eating ass. So, geez. I think those are two things that you should not combine, Robert. Kind of like, you know, they say beer, you know, beer before liquor, never been sicker. I think I think corn out of the ass is gonna not bode well for you. Douglas Lima, hang up the gloves, Mike. You had no answer last night and has lost 4 in a row. Quite likely. He did almost knock Jason Jackson out with that up kick. But outside of that, yeah, Jason Jackson did. He took him down and he had absolutely no idea how to get back up. Wow, look at this O2 Arena. That is a lot of people. Oh, my. Up to the rafters. Trying to hear exactly how many people were in there. I'm not sure, but it's a lot. And of course, they're showing they were just here in March 19th. And here we are just 4 months later, back in London, because that last card was so big. And, I mean, the fact that both of them were fight nights, too, is freaking awesome. So you get such good fights for, you know, people that can't or just aren't willing to put down $75 a pop anymore for the pay-per-views, which, in my opinion, have just gotten, it's completely out of control. But Lima should hang up his gloves. A level of sport passed him by as well. What about the talent there in Bellator? I don't know how many people watched Bellator last night, but you have so much talent in that bantamweight to featherweight division. Of course, you got Patricio Pitbull, who was supposed to be fighting last night. We'll get back to that. AJ McKee, who I thought beat Pitbull both fights. Obviously, he finished him early in the first one. Darian Caldwell, still a very good bantamweight. You know, he's kind of fallen down a little bit, maybe been exposed a bit, but still a hell of a fighter. Kyoji Horiguchi, who I still think can beat just about anybody on any night. That guy is, you know, very good. Sidney Outlaw was supposed to fight Patricio Pitbull on last night's Bellator. So coming on late notice was this guy named Tofik. I think it's Tofik Mustiav. I think that's him I'm thinking of. Anyways, this guy got more support in the Tacoma crowd when I was there last night than anybody. There was a bunch of his fans just right above us where we were at. They all had their flags of his country, and I cannot remember exactly what the country was now. The flag looks similar to the Kazakhstan flag. But, yeah, if you put the bantamweight and featherweight divisions in the UFC and you put them head-to-head, they're really close right now. There's a lot of, I know there's a ton of freaking talent. Obviously in the UFC at those weights. Tofik Musayev. Tofik Musayev. And yeah, he knocked out Sidney Outlaw in, it was like a minute or something like that. It was very quick. Also, Usman Nurmagomedov. That's the other guy I was thinking over there. He looked very good. Muhammad Berkamov looked very good, taking out Lorenz Larkin. Only watch Bellator's tournaments and title fight cards. Only reason why I watched main event last night was because you texted me. And that was the worst fight of the night. That fight was horrible. Of course, I texted Robert, you watching this Bellator card? It's amazing. And he wasn't watching, and it was just the main event. And then, the main event, Jason Jackson just held Douglas Lima down. I don't know if you guys could see on TV, but a large portion of the crowd started walking out in the middle of the fourth round through like the last 3 minutes of the fifth round. That's how, people were upset. And I know some people wanted to beat traffic, which traffic was not bad. It was not bad. That was maybe a 5,000 person arena. Nothing but reality check, says Yippee. That fight stunk. The wigs. Thank you. Need to have a word with Levitt's barber. Always come in with a fucked up haircut. That's hilarious. What's up? Hello, Josh. Good to see you, my man. Bellator should have gave Jackson a yellow card. Hell yeah, they should have. What was up with Jason Herzog, man? I mean, I know Jason is one of the best referees in the game. And I know him and Herb Dean both don't like to stand fighters up. But if you were not going to stand up Jason Jackson for being inactive last night, I mean, when are you ever going to stand up a fight? Because I was sitting there watching, and there was times when for like a straight minute, the most action was, maybe Jason Jackson like throwing literally a punch on the arm of Douglas Lima. Because he was tying him up pretty well trying to get the stand up, but Jason Herzog was not having it. Peace, Josh. Yeah, they should have brought back the yellow card like right then. They're being like, I know this is not in our rules of commission or anything, but here you go. Now, Jason Herzog is on top of that kind of stuff. I don't think he's somebody who likes to stand the fighters up, though. Him and Herb, I think, both believe in letting the fighters work, but I just didn't feel like he was working. So let's go, Patty. What's going on, Torrin Brown? Up in the house. Good to see you, my man. All right, 21 up in the chat. Make sure and hit that like button. If you're creeping, but you're not subscribing, make sure and hit that subscribe button because we'd love to have you as part of the community. Patty preparing to step into the cage. Jordan's already in there. Patty, former Cage Warriors featherweight champion. He's on a 4-fight win streak. He's finished 14 of his 18 wins. You see 6 knockouts, 8 submissions. I think he gets it done against Levitt tonight. Like I said, I think it's going to... if I had to call it, I would say 3rd round technical knockout. If you want me to get really nitty-gritty, I'll even say ground and pound. Jason Jackson in title contention. What a joke. I've seen Jason Jackson have good fights, though. Holy shit, who is this lady just drinking out of a full bottle of liquor? That might be closed. Looked like the cap might have been on that. I think maybe she's just doing it for the camera. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh, man, you got to go back and watch her fight. It was amazing. No, Jason Jackson, he had entertaining fights when he was in Titan FC and when he was in the LFA. And, yeah, he won every round last night, but it was not entertaining. All right, both men, 27 years old. Patty an inch taller at 5'10". He'll have a 2-inch reach advantage at 73 inches. He comes in a minus 250 favorite. If you're looking to make some money on Jordan, you're going to pick up plus 210. And out of the blue corner, Jordan Levitt putting his hand to his ear for the booze. A plus 210 underdog representing Las Vegas, Nevada. 10 wins against only 1 loss. Jordan Levitt. I don't like Jordan. He's not a fun fighter to watch. Molly in a wig drinking out of that bottle of liquor like a champ. Oh, I didn't notice. That's hilarious. All right, a minus 250 favorite from Liverpool. 18 wins against 3 losses. Patty, the baddie, Pimblett. Yeah, Patty looks focused. So did Paul Craig tonight, though. Similar look to what Paul Craig had. And that did not go over so well for him. So, not sure how much you can always tell out of at least the stare down before the fight. It's Jordan Levitt batting for the team. Seems like it. Like Seinfeld said, not there's anything wrong with that. I have no idea. I don't concern myself with people's personal lives. But, all right, here we go. Oh, good left hook from Patty to start things out. And there's that Karate Kid kick. Jordan looks scared. Jordan looks terrified. Left hook there from Paddy. Levitt going for the takedown here. Big elbow there from Paddy. Looked like he was going to try to lock on a guillotine. Nice knee there from Levitt. Levitt with a good sweep inside, though. Nice little judo sweep. Ochigari. Pimblett jumps right back up. But he's having a hard time getting Levitt off of him right now. 4:20 left in the first. Levitt with the knees to the body and even the foot stomps here. And good takedown defense here from Paddy. Good knee to the body from Levitt. And Jordan with the body lock here, and Paddy's just holding him. They go for a guillotine. Levitt's got him up in the air. Looking for the big slam, and there it is. Jordan Levitt slams Paddy to the ground here, and Paddy's still holding on to this guillotine. Looks like it's not quite under the neck, though. It's hard to tell from the angle, but I don't think he's got anything here. He's got to be careful not to burn his arm out here. Oh, this might have gotten worse, though, because Levitt turned the wrong direction into this guillotine. It's only a one arm, though. Yeah, the left arm is out for Paddy, and looks like Levitt's going to be fine. And Levitt's out and on top in the guard of Pimblett. Good hammer fist there from Levitt. And Paddy pretty easily escaping there. Stands straight up, but Jordan just keeps a body lock on him. It's like he keeps an underhook on him. He's got that right underhook right now. Oh, nice left hand in the clinch there from Levitt. And Paddy just pulls guard there. That was interesting. He's trying to break free of the arms here of Levitt. He has not been able to break that body lock. Jordan Levitt with a really strong body lock here. And this crowd going crazy, but oh, nice knee to the head there from Levitt. And Levitt dragging Pimblett to the ground again. He is just hanging on Paddy tonight. Could we see the big upset in front of the O2 crowd? The UK's done really well over the last two events. All of their stars winning. Molly got it done again tonight. Tom's coming up in the main event. We'll see if Paddy can turn this around, because I got Levitt. He's obviously winning this round. Paddy's not been able to put forth any offense. And another somewhat weird takedown here from Levitt, but he got it to the ground here. He's just got a hold of that left knee, and now Paddy doing everything, kind of almost standing on Levitt's back there. Climbing to try to get up. And Paddy's standing back up, lands a couple of elbows. He's got to punish Levitt more for that body lock, though. He's got to figure out a way to punish him more, because he's not been able to get Levitt off of him. Good knee to the body. He has not had an answer to counter it. Left hook there from Levitt, and Paddy literally just takes off in a sprint. And a front face kick lands from Levitt. There's a Karate Kid kick there from Pimblett. Pimblett going for the Darce choke here. He might have this. No, he's off. And there's an elbow from Pimblett. Pimblett now in side control with 20 seconds left in the round. He seemingly lost most of this round up to this point. 10 seconds left. Paddy jumping on the back. Oh, that's an elbow to the back of the head. He's got to be careful there. Oh, big ground and pound here from Paddy. And he's going to end the round on top of Levitt with hooks in. That could make that round a lot harder to score. But yes, I would give it 10-9 to Jordan Levitt. Robert says, Billy says 10-9 to Patty. That was such a close round. I mean, neither one of those are wrong. I don't think it'll just be interesting to see what the judges think here in UK. I assume they're going to give it to Patty. You know, although Jordan was hanging, working for the takedowns and different things, he didn't do the damage. Want to see some blood. Elbows, yes, Yippee-ki. Can't stop the elbows and the knees. Yeah, so I could see, depending on what you're looking for, I could definitely see giving that round to either guy. PBR's come on Jordan. 1-2 from Patty to start the second and a front kick to the body. Good left hook there from Pimblett. Jordan lands a front kick to the left knee of Patty and a front body kick, left hook, and then a right hand to the body for Patty. See live odds, minus 390 now for Pimblett, going further in Pimblett's favor. Front kick to the knee there from Patty. And a front body kick from Levitt. Good 1-2 there from Pimblett. Good exchange of right hands. Levitt's got that leg again. Patty's really got to be careful to not get caught in that body lock again. Just 4:10 left in the second round. Just 50 seconds into this round. And Pimblett again dealing with this body lock from Jordan. Good knee to the head there from Levitt. Oh, big elbow from Patty. And Levitt working the knees to the thighs up against the fence. Going for an Uchimata there was Levitt. Good job of Pimblett for blocking that. And, you know, it's Pimblett looking to possibly have the strongest underhook here, but Levitt dropping down now. Pimblett's just got Levitt in this kind of half Nelson, this kind of arm lock here. Oh, a big knee from Patty. Oh, that might have finished it. Levitt is hurt. And Patty's got hooks in now. What a move from Patty Pimblett. Maybe he was planning on throwing that knee the entire time. He had an interesting, like, kind of crucifix thing around the head. I don't know that I've really seen that technique before. He just kind of weaved his arms in between Levitt's and grabbed his head, kneed him in the face. I like the modification, and here's the choke attempt here from Patty. I think he's got this. There it is, and Levitt taps. It's all over. Patty Pimblett with the submission in the second round. I called the wrong round, but I did call Patty by finish, did I not? By Jordan, you bum. Nothing but reality checks. Yeah, that was a hell of a knee. And the setup to that knee, I mean, it's like it was completely legal. Levitt did not have either knee, hand, anything touching the canvas. And now Patty Pimblett being carried around the crowd on the shoulders. Wow. Patty teabag him like he... No, I didn't see that. F out of my octagon, Shippy. PR says, boo. Fighters wins. Wanted to see the teabag. What's up with that? Oh, I didn't hear him say anything about that. I don't like that. Keep it a little classier than that. I'm not a fan of the goofing on a guy after you win. But here it is. There's a lock, and there's the knee. Drove it with all 145 pounds. Maybe 160 tonight. I think he did. Couldn't see clearly. Yeah, beautiful choke, tightened up. And, like I've mentioned a million times, when you have that choke under the neck there, and you take this and wrap it back around, you didn't even have to be completely under the neck. A guy will pass out. You can be right on someone's chin, and you can get enough pressure on them to make them pass out. And it's honestly not a real long time. Timed that knee perfectly, then trapped Jordan's arm and locked in choke. Paddy has talent, no doubt. Yeah, that was a hell of a move. And a step up in competition tonight against the Spider Monkey. Rear naked choke submission, Paddy Pimblett. The FI say, you have to admit, Paulo Costa did deserve the 2-pump chump from Izzy, though. That was freaking hilarious. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't know. 5-fight win streak here for Paddy. Oh, he says he got that teabag in. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Come on, man. Jordan's laughing at him. He kind of squatted in front of him. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Good. How you doing? Just to see you. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have a good time. Oh, Sasquatch falls. Oh.
Do you like cookies?
I know. I never grabbed your cookies.
You never went to go get the oranges?
Oh, no, I didn't. Oops.
Oh.
Hold on. Hey, bud.
Well, probably can find my keys then, but
Oh, I hope so. When you find them, I got a tile for you to put on them. Yeah. He did too bad. Let's go, Pat. Horrible time. Mike says he did too. Oh, jeez. No, my family was over in Lincoln City. They left for the week, and I could not get the time off. Too long a time for me to take off. But I'm going to go take a quick restroom break and get some water. But next fight up, I'll put up the next fight first, though. So people coming in know what's coming up next. And it is, of course, Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis and Jack Hermanson. Who do you guys want to see next for the baddie? And great words there, Paddy Pimblett dedicating to this, unfortunate, to his friend that committed suicide. That is horrible, and uses this time to encourage people to talk about their mental health, which of course has had a horrible stigma, especially as he mentioned with us, with men. It's like, yes, I would rather you call me crying in the middle of the night than go to your funeral. Oh, wow. He just found out his friend died the other morning. Did everybody get all the details of that? I wasn't listening to the whole thing, but damn. Hermanson up next, because it was kind of weird. Oh, F out of mouth, got reality checks all night, baby. He dedicated his fight to his friend who killed himself, and he just found out Friday morning. What? Oh, man. That's why he was wearing a black wristband. That's horrible. Man, who would have won if Darren Till would have made this fight versus Hermanson? Darren Till's completely overrated. Darren Till should go back to kickboxing. If I had him on the show, I would tell him that, because it's what someone needs to tell him. Be right back. Buddy. What's up, guy? Jack Hermanson warming up in the back. He's going to have his hands full with that man, the action man, Chris Curtis. 29-8 with 16 knockouts, and he has been on a roll lately since breaking into the UFC. Jack is wax. I do love how the UK fans all sing together. So awesome. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But they do that at birthday parties as well. The crowd loves to get in on the fun. UK fans sing at all sporting events I've ever seen. It's rad. Shai says, let's go, Joker. Yeah, and you know what? I think the United States, and maybe it's because we're becoming more of a melting pot again, I don't know. But it does seem like people are getting over the stigma of like not being able to kind of show emotion, like in crowds and things. Maybe it was just this part of the country, but you know, especially like when I was in Eastern Washington, you go to the crowds and people just be like, you might get a little bit of that, and a lot of people just, you know, not wanting to show emotion. I guess most of the east side of the state, because Seattle has the loudest crowd in the NFL, supposedly by decibels. But Lumen Field is pretty loud. I was there last week. Thanks, Blaydes, the plus 125 underdog. Is that a bet I should jump in on? I am frustrated that I didn't take that bet, so I would. Yeah, I don't know why. I was at the casino last night too, and I just decided not to bet on any Bellator cards. I don't know why I didn't think ahead to the next day for Curtis Blaydes, but we were just drinking beer and kind of chilling out and having a good time. But yeah, I think Blaydes will win. I don't know that I would bet on method of victory, but I do think he's going to win. Yeah, knowing what Paddy Pimblett went through To get to that fight now, though, finding out that his friend had killed himself on Friday, I mean that's absolutely crazy. It's devastating, and yeah, the stigma of mental health needs to go aside. And guys, I don't want to be in a world anymore where it almost seems like suicide has been normalized. Like it's just like it's part of our society, and maybe it just wasn't talked about as much. But I mean, when I was a kid, I was born in '78. I grew up in the '80s, '80s and '90s, and I don't remember a lot of suicides. I know they've definitely increased. I couldn't tell you how much since then, but it was really rare to know someone that had had a family member that had committed suicide. One of the first ones I think I ever remembered, I was in my 20s. So it's the only one I can think of right now. I was in my 20s, and there was a coworker where her mom had committed suicide. Now, my kids at their school, they've went to 2 funerals for kids at their school that have committed suicide. And directly across from me, the house directly across from me, like literally throw a rock to, across the street, my friend, his wife committed suicide in their house probably about 5 years ago. So yeah, it's anybody, if you need help, if you're ever struggling mentally or whatever, it's just treat it like a broken foot, treat it like a broken leg. You wouldn't not go to the doctor. You're not just going to keep trying to limp around on a broken leg. If you have an issue mentally, treat it like it's a physical ailment, and take care of it. I can't emphasize that enough. If we were, to lose somebody from this community, I'd be devastated. So, just please remember that. Love to go to a live sporting event overseas. I bet it's so electrifying. Yeah, me too, Robert. Bet on Blaydes plus 125 win, and put a small bet on Blaydes to finish him at plus 240. Oh, you got 240 for just finish, so knockout or submission? That seems like a pretty good bet. Yeah, Billy, jump on that bet, or I just did. I'm going to have to cover you, Mike, if you want it in the Blaydes action. Yeah. Yeah, throw down, you said 2-1 for finish? Yeah, throw down $25 for me, for Blaydes by finish then, if you would. Thank you. All right. There's some highlights of the action man, Chris Curtis, and his impressive knockouts so far here in the UFCs. He's been an underdog, and has he been an underdog in every fight he's been in? I know he's a huge underdog in his first couple of fights. This one, it's even. Robert says, struggle mentally for years. Don't need professional help from a doctor, though. Just need fights of friends, family, or sometimes any stranger will do. Just talk it out. Don't bottle it up. Yeah, I agree, Robert. And, I mean, this is something that I'm going to open up a little bit about some struggles I had. This was, years back. I had, basically a mental breakdown in about 2009. It was like a corporate kind of meltdown thing. Something was happening at work, and it was pretty bad. I crashed a car through this. I mean, it was pretty dark for probably a couple of years, and I got to give a lot of credit to my wife for helping me get through that. But yeah, more than a psychologist or a psychiatrist, none of those people really, they didn't help me a lot. I talked to a mental counselor who basically at the time, I wasn't talking to hardly anybody. I'd shut myself off from pretty much everyone. And I finally, decided to go into this counselor though. And, yeah, that's what we did, Roberts. We basically just talked. And now, yeah, if I'm feeling down or something, I realize I just need to have people around. So thanks for sharing that, Robert. All right, thanks, Billy. Got it, brother. Go wager $25 for potential payout of $85. So wish me luck, guys. I like that. Win $60 on 25 for Curtis Blaydes to finish this. Healthy liquor cabinet and a busty babe fixes all issues. Fixes a lot of them, PBR. Certainly fixes a lot of them. All right, looks like a pretty good commercial break here from the UFC. So we already went through, started looking at UFC 280. We have several coming before then, though, if they don't cut to the fights here. We'll look at the UFC coming straight up. Let's look at next week's. And this one I will go to the UFC website for, because I know that's finalized. Dallas, Texas next week, guys. It is a pay-per-view. Let's bring up the card. This is one I really like, but I'm upset that the odds have gotten so out of control because I wanted to bet on Ankalaev. I don't know what they opened at. I think a lot of money came in on Ankalaev, though, because I don't think they were that wild. Magomed Ankalaev, a minus 435. I'm not touching this fight. At that, Alexander Pantoja against Alex Perez. That should be a good flyweight bout. Then you move straight to heavyweights. The heavy hitter, Derek Lewis and Sergey Pavlich. That's a good fight. I like that fight. Lewis just a slight favorite at minus 120. Brandon Moreno defending his flyweight title against Kai Kara-France. Is anybody taking Kai Kara-France over Brandon Moreno? I'm not. And I think, honestly, those odds are a bit disrespectful. Brandon Moreno only a minus 195. Yeah, I'll put money on him at that. Amanda Nunes, champion versus champion, because Amanda still has the featherweight belt. So that's why you see belts on both of them. But Amanda's going to come in at minus 275 in the rematch, plus 230 for the champion, Juliana Pena. I mean, wow. How many times have we seen the champion be that big of an underdog? That's pretty rare. Jack Hermanson, 10 first-round finishes. He's finished 17 of his 22. Chris Curtis, of course, he knows how to finish. Quality struggle malt goes a long ways. And by that, I mean a long, 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 long way. Any fights and friends in the area? That Dallas card. I know there's some people over there in Texas. I know it's not just you that's in the community in Texas. I can't think of who else, though. Probably through my issues to the 360 beers a month I drink and the 2.5 ounces of weed I smoke. Plus whatever hard alcohol I come across. Holy crap, I'll be in Texas in 2 weeks for my niece's wedding. Dallas is next week, though. Chris Curtis, I didn't know he was on an 8-fight win streak. Wow, good for him. Since retiring when he was in the PFL and then making that comeback. I knew he was having some fights through some different organizations, making his way back to the UFC. Came in on late notice to get an amazing underdog knockout. All right, Chris Curtis, a year older at 35. Jack Hermanson, 3 inches taller at 6'1". And Hermanson will have a 2-inch reach advantage at 77.5 inches. Bummer, a week late. All right, guys, here we are already. It is the co-main event of the evening. Possible middleweight contenders here. Wouldn't that be a crazy story if Chris Curtis made it all the way to the championship? Open as a 4-10 underdog. He is a -110 pick him out of Las Vegas, Nevada. 29 wins against 8 losses. Chris, the action man, Curtis. Crisis time for America to make a comeback. All right, and out of the red corner, a -110 pick him out of Oslo, Norway. 22 wins against 7 losses as a professional. Presenting the number 8th ranked middleweight in the world, Jack the Joker Hermanson. Chris Curtis does have a story to tell. What a twist and turn in that career. Absolutely. I'm going to eat some shrooms today. I've never had them. I have a feeling I already overanalyze things a lot, though. So either it wouldn't be that big a deal for me, or I would risk going on a really bad trip. I think I would not want to do them alone the first time. All right, here we go. Curtis in the blue gloves, Jack in the red. Nice low leg kick from the Joker to start things out. Curtis, of course, has incredible power here at middleweight. You notice the way Blaydes holds his elbow. He really leaves himself open for body kicks. We'll see if Jack sees that and decides to take advantage of it. Oh, there's the 1-2 there for Curtis. It only takes 1 from Chris. He's got mad power. One minute into the first, front body kick from Jack. Outside leg kick there from Hermanson. Curtis waiting to pick his spot. Oh, nice side kick to the knee there from Jack. Chris is kind of like, what are you doing? Hey, it's legal. It's legal though, Chris. Minute and a half into the first. And we'll see. I switched to this business internet. We'll see if it makes any difference on our pay-per-view next week. Hopefully it doesn't cut out on us. Good left hand there from Chris. Knock on wood. Oh, nice body kick there from Jack. Good right hand from Chris. Chris not really letting his hands go yet. Outside leg kick there from Jack. I think Jack is definitely the faster fighter. Oh, Jack! I like that Jack faking the takedown there. Oh, nice knee there from Jack. And the outside leg kick. Oh, Jack goes for the head kick. Good defense there from Chris. Good jab from Hermanson. On his toes now. – Jack's is really beating that leg up of Chris. Good body kick from Jack. And an outside leg kick. And Chris just kind of seems to be waiting on those big shots. That's not going to really get you to the next level. You can't do that with everyone. Got to have some volume. You got to work. Good outside leg kick there from Jack. If Chris could even just use the jab to come in instead of coming straight in without throwing anything. Some leg kicks or jabs or something. Good outside leg kick there from Jack. I know he's trying to time his spot here. Good front kick to the body there from Jack. Left hook to the body from Chris. He's finally getting Jack up against the fence. Good left hook to the body from Curtis. And Jack's shooting for the takedown. He's got one leg of Chris's up. And Chris is out. Good jab there from Jack. Good workmanlike performance here from Jack in the first round. He's staying on his toes, staying away from Chris's power. Left hook and a right hand upstairs. There, though, lands for Chris. Good body kick from Jack. Oh, nice left hook to the body from Chris. That hurt Jack. Jack's running now. He did not like that. Straight right lands for Jack. But that left hook to the body definitely affected him. Yeah, he was really trying to not show that hurt him, but he's been on the run ever since. Good low leg kick there for Jack. And Chris not able to capitalize on the opportunity. Lands a good left hook to the body. Maybe hurt Jack, but good round for Jack Hermanson. 10-9 for the Joker. Mike, for your first time, I would love to do them with you. Sounds good, man. I'm so buzzed right now, I can barely type. Yeah, that might be a plan. All right, a little bit more of a commercial break here, and get back to action. So buzz right now, can barely type. All right, Thiago Santos and Jamahal Hill has been announced, plus the Ultimate Fighter finale for August 6th, UFC Fight Night. Left hand from Jack to start off the second round. He is back on the bicycle. The game plan is clear here. Good straight right there from Chris, and his corner must have talked to him about jabbing in instead of just walking in. You're starting to see a little bit here. Oh, head kick there from Hermanson, mostly blocked by Curtis, and then a body kick afterwards. Good left hand there from Curtis. And the inside leg kick, and the body kick. Really mixing it up right now. Keeping Chris guessing. There he goes for that head kick again. Chris blocks it. Guarantee you that hurts your arm, though, to block those head kicks. Oh, nice left hand from Jack. Oh, good knee and a straight right combo from Hermanson. Left uppercut to the body there from Chris. Another left hook to the body. Chris, he's doing too much weighting on Jack. Good left hand hook to the body there from Curtis. Good body kick from Jack and a front kick to the body there. I know he wants to be the counterpuncher, but you kind of have to be throwing little feints out there. You got to be throwing something out there. Good straight right from Chris. Oh, nice. Jumping front body kick from Jack. And Chris is just saying, come on, come to me. It's not the way it works, man. Oh, the outside and then the inside leg kick from Jack, just beating up Chris's legs. Left hand to the body lands for Chris, but Jack keeping him up with a front kick to the body of his own. Oh, nice body kick for Jack. Shoots for the takedown. Good takedown defense from Curtis. Oh, there's that left hook to the body again from Curtis. He's moving forward. I don't know if that affected Jack or not. Doesn't seem to be. Jack moving forward now. Lands a big left hook. Another left. Jack pouring it on now. Downward elbows and punches. Most of these being blocked by Chris. Yeah, Jack using a lot of energy here. Most of that blocked by Chris. A left hand up top. Now Jack throwing the jabs in there. And Chris blocking another headshot. Left hand there for Curtis. And another left. Curtis could get some opportunities here. Jack's got to be tired. Good knee there for Jack. Left hand to the body from Curtis. Yeah, Jack's breathing hard now. He keeps throwing, but he is breathing hard. There's another left hook to the body from Curtis. Oh, don't just start walking away. I don't know why Curtis was walking away there. I thought maybe he lost his mouthpiece, but... Oh, flying knee there from Jack, but a right hook over the top lands for Curtis. Straight left for Jack. There's a left hook upstairs for Curtis. And you see Curtis is not going to win any decision here. I mean, Jack's out striking him 3-1. But it's just these little peppering shots. Oh, there's a good left hook from Chris. Nice body kick from Jack and left hand afterwards. Good right hand there. Oh, nice straight right and a left hook there from Jack. Just dominating Chris right now. Couple more good jabs and Hermanson on the bicycle. Oh, good left hook to the body there from Chris, but it's at the end of the round. 2018 easily, Jack Hermanson. Main event coming up next. Curtis Blaydes and Tom Aspinall. Yeah, Molly won, Brian, by knockout. Spinning elbow and then a great combination. Anyone else think this card might not happen? Earlier this week, 1,000 people died in a heat wave in England on Tuesday. 1,000? Oh, wow. I was freaking out thinking they would call off the card. I didn't realize it was that many. I know they had a really bad heat wave. Kind of like here in Seattle, they don't have air conditioning. Most people don't. Most people here are working on getting it. Although it got up to just about 80, which is about our warmest of the year so far this year. Now we've had a couple of days where it's cooled back down. Now it's 68 right now, so. Oh, we are supposed to get in the 90s next week. Okay. You want heat, Mike? Check your phone. Please tell me you have AC. No, we just have a portable in our bedroom and fans. So no, we don't yet. We need to work on getting it. Oh, big leg kick there from Hermanson. Buckles Curtis's front leg. Oh, geez, 115. Wow, PBR sent me a picture of the thermometer in his vehicle. 115 degrees. Holy jeez. It's 40 degrees here in England last week. Yeah, I seen. Stay cool over there, man. Try to. Head kick there from Hermanson. Yeah, I seen people were dying over there. It's horrible. And Curtis stalking Jack. Oh, good 1-2 there from Jack. He's just peppering tonight, though. Good body kick from Jack. Goes up for the head kick. Curtis blocks it. Oh, a nice inside leg kick there from Hermanson. Another good body kick there from Hermanson. +40 Celsius, right? Yeah. Damn. Had to put my top on, but not the doors on the Jeep. Oh, good knee there from Hermanson. Going for that head kick again. Right uppercut for Curtis. Oh, there's that left hook to the body again. That might have affected Hermanson this time. And Jack just keeps landing those leg kicks. And Jack shooting for that takedown. Another. Oh, and there's the dick kick. Hermanson with the low blow kick there. It's like around 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's warm without air conditioning. Man, yeah. I remember when it got to 100 here, and we all thought we were gonna friggin' die. Cause yeah, air conditioning with humidity. I know it's humid over there too. All right, I will pick up the time clock back at 2 minutes here. Stopped for that low blow. Good body kick there from Hermanson. Triple jab lands for Hermanson. I mean, he's not throwing hard shots tonight. It's just volume tonight from Hermanson. Very workman-like performance. Good side kick there from Hermanson. I would say it's kind of like a Colby Covington performance without the wrestling. Good body kick in the left hand there from Jack. And a double jab. All of it lands. A few things makes me not want whiskey. Bad heat. Like Ron White say, I hate sweating out whiskey. Oh, right. Good exchange of left hands there. Another good left there from Jack. And Curtis really stalking Jack now. He's got to know he needs... Oh, there's a big left hand from Chris that he needs a finish. Good right uppercut from Curtis. Jack just completely on the defense now with 1 minute left. Oh, there's a body kick from Jack. I think being just defensive in MMA is kind of like prevent defense in the NFL. It's going to fail a lot of the times. You got to continue to throw little shots to keep a guy honest. Oh, big body kick there from Jack and another. There's another left hook to the body from Chris. Oh, there's a shot. Big 1-2 from Curtis. He's running out of time, though. And Jack on the bicycle. Curtis putting his hands up. Like, why aren't you coming here? But he's like, dude, because I just won this fight. You got to find me. Straight right lands for Curtis. Curtis obviously frustrated here, but, dude, you had 15 minutes. Body kick and a head kick there from Hermanson. Oh, another big body kick from Jack. Oh, and Curtis giving the double middle fingers to Curtis and doing the mocking run, flipping him off again now. Wow, Chris Curtis is heated, but there was nothing he could do about it inside the cage tonight. Curtis Lander has to finish him, though. Yep, couldn't finish him. Love the torture. I sit all day in a room. This is a box, only 5x7. Past 4 days, it's been over 100. And I sit in room for 18 hours at least. I'm twitched. I do that to smoke. With no air conditioning? Oh, geez. Seemed like Curtis had a poor plan. Absolutely. Jack is running, lost in that round, but still takes it 29-28. I even gave that round to Jacko because I don't think Chris landed enough. I hit a 30-27 for Jack. Because you notice he would back up and then he would land some shots. I think he still significantly outlanded Curtis in that round. All right, we'll see. We'll see if it's 30-27 or 29-28. 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. And Herman and Curtis just losing it with a lot of middle fingers and things. So you gotta hope this doesn't affect his future in the UFC. Oh. Jack said something. Oh, Jack said something he wasn't supposed to. Said something past, ooh. No respect, Curtis cringe. Jack is what? So Jack's saying he said something he shouldn't have said. So I'm curious what it was. I wonder if it was like hopefully not a racial epitaph. But a dominant performance by Jack Hermanson tonight. You hope it's not marred by something disrespectful or that. Oh, he's saying, are you going to still fight Darren Till? Huh. He's saying it's a bit scary to take another fight against Till, but maybe third time is the charm. Of course, Till dropping out twice. Probably has no chin, so he fought all he has to. Yeah, I think that might be the case. And Curtis hits like a Mack truck. But, you know, big step backwards tonight for Chris Curtis. And it was just kind of the night of the game plan tonight. We seen it in the first fight of the night at light heavyweight. Volkan Ozdemir having a brilliant game plan against Paul Craig. Craig kept on trying to drag him to the ground. Didn't really have really good wrestling. And there you see the announcement, official September 10th. Khamzat Chimaev and Nate Diaz. That's a tough fight for Nate. Holy jeez. That's a very tough fight for Nate. And I know they were trying to make it the Conor fight. They wanted Nate to wait for the Conor fight. Nate says, I'm not waiting. I want to fight. I want one more fight on my contract. I want to fight it out, and then I could do what I want. So, but yeah, like I said, great game plan. First night of the fight from Volkan Ozdemir. Paul, the only thing he tried to do was drag Volkan to the ground. Volkan Paul never got one takedown despite like 13 attempts. Brilliant game plan there. Won easily 30-27. Second fight of the main card, Molly Mccann opened up a can on Hannah Goldie. A really dominant performance, landing another great spinning elbow followed by a barrage of punches to finish that fight. Nikita Krylov making quick work of Alexander Gustafsson. I mean, he was literally like a hurricane. He landed a shot, never stopped, never let Alexander Gustafsson breathe. Minute 07 knockout in the first round. Patty Pimblett versus Jordan Levitt. Patty fighting despite the day before finding out one of his good friends had died by suicide. Coming out and having a stellar performance against Jordan Levitt. A brilliant lock and a standing knee that led to the submission over Jordan Levitt. And then as we just watched Jack Hermanson, like I said, having great game plan against Chris Curtis, and Curtis is having no answer. All right. It all comes down to this. Give him my money. Curtis Blaydes taking on Tom Aspinall. So me and the Tide Bender both have some money on an American getting the first win over a UK fighter tonight. I think Curtis Blaydes is going to spoil their party here. Think Till would have won that fight? No, I don't. If it was racist comment, Jack will be unemployed Monday. Yeah, I hope not. You hope it's not any of those situations. If not, then he'll put us to sleep with his boring style in a few months. Oh my goodness. I like it. What's up, Nick Rocca? Oh yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, I don't think Till would have won. Yeah, the reach. Till would have won, Strawbird. All right, Till would touch him easier. That's possible. Yeah, if he fought a kickboxing match, I think Jack would have tried to wrestle Darren, though. I think it's a different game plan there. Krylov walk right through Gus. Walk away, Gus. Walk away. Agreed. And PBR agrees. Blaydes, we need this. Didn't think you're post tonight. What's up, King James? Yep, I'm here, buddy. I was in Tacoma for Bellator last night, but woke up this morning and made the drive back just in time to do the main card. Did the date say July 29th? No, September 10th for Nate and Hamzat. King James in the house. Yep, Curtis needs to work on ring management. Yeah, for sure. It's just not a good game plan. Still think Till training G with a Hamzat would have helped him a lot in the wrestling department, but Jack looked huge. Oh, that's true. I forget about that part, that he's been training wrestling with Hamzat. So, I mean, yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt. And here comes Tom Aspinall. Certainly the most popular heavyweight in the UK right now. And MMA, of course, most popular heavyweight in the world, Tyson Fury. But Robert's just thinking the same thing. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, if Darren really works on his wrestling and comes back, starts getting some wins, maybe I'll take back the kickboxing comment. But and one of the greatest tattoos in the game, though, on Tom Aspinall, that full back. The full back tattoo, the arms and the chest. I noticed he got everything, but he didn't get the stomach. I'd always be worried about the stomach. It's like, you better stay in really good shape if you get the stomach tattoo, or it's going to look horrible. I'm surprised you said my name right. Yeah, you've been in here before, I believe. What's up, King James? Just me, but this card has some bad matchmaking. It may be a little lopsided matchmaking, but it was fun to watch. It's a London highlight card. They want London people to win. Patty chokes him. Sucks out in a Jordan. Oh my God, Bruce. Jordan needs to come out and first home from the gay. Stand in the closet isn't healthy, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know what his preferences are in that, but that's I think that's his decision to make, Bruce. Oh, he does? Yeah, I didn't know. The main card was a lot more taller than the prelims. Prelims are big. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the prelims. Sounds like I didn't miss out on a whole lot. One finish. All right, and Curtis Razor Blaydes making his way down to the cage. So that was fine ass Fucking White Girl. Mortal Kombat, I dig it. Yeah. Yeah, I think he came out for Mortal Kombat in his last fight too. Maybe that'll be his thing now. He's kind of like a Mortal Kombat character. In fact, I think they recently had a baby. Due for stand-up. We did the Mortal Kombat before work starts. Oh, really? That's hilarious. It's like your rallying cry, huh? Yeah, and Curtis, I mean, he's obviously going to have the wrestling advantage. He has been knocked out. He has been caught. He's been knocked out twice by Francis Ngannou. Got caught by Derek Blaydes on that very memorable uppercut that Lewis timed perfectly as Curtis was coming in for a takedown. But Curtis has looked sharp as of lately. Most takedowns, 62 in top position over an hour and 5 minutes in UFC history. Fourth most significant ground strikes in heavyweight history, 225. Also 11 wins by knockout. People forget about the hands. The wrestling's so good, sometimes they forget about the hands. Part of the question tonight is, will Curtis just look to win or will he look to entertain? Because in his last fight, he said he wanted to prove something. He wanted to put those hands out there. That's why I put the money down by knockout. Oh, yeah, they're having a hell of a time there in UK. US fans are not that loose. I think Blaydes tries to wrestle, wants to be more exciting. Oh, to help his title shot chance like he did with Dawkins. I don't know, because this is a lot tougher fighter. Curtis Blaydes, 2 years older at 31. Aspinall, an inch taller at 6'5". Blaydes, 9 pounds heavier at 260 and have a 2-inch reach advantage at 80 inches. I think he's definitely going to stand more than he did in a lot of his fights. I don't think he's going to try to take it straight to the ground. I think he's going to mix it up. Curtis in enemy territory tonight. Get it done, Razor. Right? Winner fights winner of tie and gone. I like that, Nick. All right, Herb Dean back in for this one. Making that long flight. And now it is time for the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're here for. Brought to you by the premium members of Fights with Friends. Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, PBR Street Gang, Arcade Chaos, Billy Hughes, Robert Kerrigan, Mac 209, Brock Ellery, John Coffey, Phil D. Roll, Chef Johnson, Yippee Kaye, Thrice Great, King Brown, and Trevi McTrev. If you'd like your name read every broadcast and like to support the channel, you can become a premium member for as little as $5 a month. Out of the blue corner, he is a minus 140 favorite out of Atherton, England. 12 wins against 2 losses, a professional. Presenting the number 6 ranked heavyweight in the world, Tom Aspinall. Hope I see Blaydes' signature razor elbows. Cut Tom, right? Abu Dhabi's going to be the same. Charles is going to have the world against him. DCS commentary. Oh, DC's commentary is going to be so bad. Just sucked in my chair on my bowl. Oh, that's... All right, a plus 120 underdog representing Chicago, Illinois. 16 wins against 3 losses. Presenting the number 4th ranked heavyweight in the world, Curtis Razor Blaydes. All right, Curtis, get us that money. Me and Billy got money on you. Billy's got money to win and finish. I got money to win. Or to finish, excuse me. So for an action pack fight with Carnage. The whole effing show, RVD. Yep. All right, here we go. Yippee cheers. Yeah, this was a good main card. And here we are for the main. Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blaydes from London, England. Let's go. Oh, Aspinall coming out jumping with a Superman punch. Oh, wow. Big 1-2 from Aspinall on the outside leg kick. He's coming in aggressive. Oh, and a big 1-2 from Blaydes. And Aspinall's hurt. And it's all over. Aspinall, his knee just went out. Curtis Blaydes hit Tom Aspinall so bad it dislocated his knee. Give him my money, bitch. And Curtis Blaydes, you can tell he's very frustrated, but that's going to go down as a win. Wow. Wow. I think Curtis might be almost as upset as Tom. Oh, Tom is hurting. Oh, damn. This is a horrible moment. Oh, he heard it on a leg kick. Oh, Curtis barely landed. It was a leg kick and the step back. Oh, yeah. Yep, he did it on the kick. Kicked his leg in a dislocate. Oh, man. Now, I will tell you, as somebody who's had a severe meniscus tear, which doesn't take near as long to recover. Mine took me longer than usual, probably, but I was working like through pretty much the entire meniscus tear. Not well through a lot of it, but that's a meniscus tear is about a 3-month recovery, and I mean like full recovery. But it is very painful. Your knee will lock out for those that have had especially a severe meniscus tear, which I kind of think that maybe that's what it is, being more by the knee. I'm hoping so, because, I mean, you got to hope that Tom can come back as quick as possible. Doctor stoppage. I don't know what exactly. Yeah, that will count as a stoppage. Yes, because it'll go down as a technical knockout, I believe. Look like a ACL or MCL tear. I tore my meniscus falling on ice. Oh, geez. Yeah, meniscus tear sucks. Yeah, like I said, I've tore mine on our stairs here, tripping on a damn water bottle. It's an L for Tom, yeah. It'll go down as a TKO. For Curtis, technically. But yeah. Oh, man. And they're getting a leg brace out, of course, for... Yeah, you just... Especially when he stepped back... Yeah, Curtis is very disappointed. He's not happy about this at all. Man, what a great start. And like the first 20 seconds. Sucks. It looked like something, looked like he snapped something just throwing the kick. Curtis didn't check it. No, we didn't check it. Nick says, I had a complete ACL, MCL, and meniscus tear. Oh, damn. That is a rough road. Saying a dislocated knee. I think I was right the first time. Looks like a dislocation. Yeah. Yeah, and you gotta get some ice on that thing right away. And Curtis kind of talking about this with Herb Dean. But yeah, Curtis is just really upset here. Like hyperextension, Nick. When I dislocated my arm, couldn't straighten it. I couldn't straighten my knee when I tore my meniscus either, though. So let's show a replay again here. Throws a leg kick. Oh. And he got hit with a left hook as he steps, though. And I think it was the step back. Yep. Let's watch it from another angle here. Man. Yeah, that's horrible. I'm going to guess since it was from a step, I'm really going to bet meniscus. And for one thing, because I don't want her to be hurting that bad. Don't stand, though. Yeah, that's great that you can stand. Everybody's cheering, but don't. Yeah. I would bet meniscus tear. Didn't pop that I could see. Who knows? There you go. Winner by TKO. Hey! We got our money, though. 15 seconds, first round. Obviously, Curtis Blaydes going to be upset about that. Yeah, Curtis is like he's at a funeral right now. This is almost like I didn't even fight. And yeah, he's, yeah. He said a win over him would have shown I'm ready for a title shot. And I agree. And he says, I'm sorry, but I mean, what? It's not nothing he did. Meniscus or dislocation. I agree, Robert. Got to go. Thank you, friends. Hey, thanks, Josiah. Have a good week, man. Won't know for sure until the MRI it. Thank you, Billy. 60 G's. 60 bucks, baby. Haha. And yeah, technically Curtis is, and Curtis Blaydes again wins me some money. Always bet on Blaydes, razor blades. What is Tom Aspinall doing? Oh, why is he hopping around on that knee so much? Get him on a stretcher. They're getting him on a stretcher now, but I don't understand why he's hopping around. They're trying to take a selfie in the picture with Curtis. He's just so upset. And I mean, he's apologizing, but I mean, obviously it's nothing he did. And I know he wanted to put on a show for the fans. I know he wanted to show everybody, you know, I'm ready for my next title shot. Where they're holding this leg low, it makes me believe it's dislocated. Yeah, definitely could be, Robert. It'll be interesting to see an update. As soon as I know, maybe I'll do like a little short and just update everybody on it. Although I haven't been able to figure out how to monetize my shorts. I don't know why, but, you know, not that it makes a ton of money. Next week, UFC 277, Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes 2, the rematch, and Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara France 2, both of those for titles. For those that have stuck around, he hops out of the ring like a... Yeah, well, I don't understand what was going on there. Why he would do that, why they would allow him to do that. Just that's complete insanity. I mean, it's like, do you have a brain tumor or what? All right, guys, let's take a look at next week's card real quick, though. Like I said, UFC 277. Sex got hurt. Quick money for us, though. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'm not as upset about it as Curtis is. All right, guys. Next week, I haven't even looked at the prelims. We'll see how deep it is in the early prelims. I don't know. This guy's name is just Blood Diamond. Who the hell is that? Uptight Carmen I was hoping for, right? Anybody know who the hell Blood Diamond is? Holy shit, I'm scared. Blood Diamond versus Orion. That sounds more like a video game. Jun Young Kim back in action. I don't really recognize a lot of these guys in the early prelims. Diego Ferreira coming back against Ricard Close. That's a good fight. Justin Toffa, heavyweight, back against Dontel Mays. Drew Dober, always fun to watch, against Rafael Alvos. And then Alex Moreno, Matthew Schemmelsberger, rounding out the prelims. And then, as we talked about, a great main card. All right, Magomed Ankalaev versus Anthony Smith. Magomed, a huge favorite over Anthony. He's really climbing at number 4. Magomed, he's knocking on the door of a title shot at light heavyweight as well. Alexander Pantoja, he's up there to 4 against Alex Perez, a slight favorite. That should be a banger. The Black Beast coming back. Derek Lewis, slight favorite over Sergey Pavlovich. And then 2 title fights, co-main event, Brandon Moreno defending Brandon Moreno and Kai Kara-France fighting for the interim flyweight title because Davison Figueiredo out. The rematch, Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes, featherweight title versus the bantamweight women's title. So I hope you guys all join me for that one. I think that's going to be a very fun card. Doctor on YouTube reviews MMA and all sports injuries. It's called Brian Stutter MD channel name. I bet we will see this in a couple days. I'll keep you updated. All right. Thanks, Robert. King James of Blood D is Izzy's teammate out of CKB. Okay. I knew I'd heard it before, but I wasn't sure. And I'm not sure when MVP and Perry's supposed to fight. August 20th, Robert says. Okay. Last MMA injury reviewed was Ortega versus Rodriguez. Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in for another event. For those who want to watch it, you can look it up. There is boxing on tonight. I believe it's on Showtime. I'm going to spend some time with my family, though, because they've been out of town for a week. Thanks again. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see you fine asses next time.